can you give us a play-by-play of how we got here today from obviously multiple SEC rejections to the launch of BITO in the U.S.?
Yeah, I mean, this was a very exciting situation for me as someone covering the industry. Only about every 8 to 10 years do ETFs really enter a new asset class. And so it's a big deal. And I even got some people saying, I wish we would cover other things, but this is a once in a decade situation. And so when BITO came out, first of all, the SEC allowing it out was a surprise to many, although we gave it favorable odds that it would happen because Gensler is very much into the futures market, which is regulated, and the 40 Act, which these are under. So we thought that his words were pretty suggested that they would do it. It came out and it was a really big success for the first 2 days. It traded $1 billion day one and $1.2 billion on day two. Just to put that in perspective, if you add those 2 days together, it's probably like 3 times more than any first 2 days of any ETF ever. It also got to $1 billion in 2 days, breaking appropriately GLD's record that was held for 17 years. I always consider that the Joe DiMaggio record. I know we're talking in Canada, but that's the guy who had a 57-day hitting streak, which I think the closest anybody's gotten since is like 45 days or something. And so, or 45 games. So this was a big deal across the board. Now, since then, it has come down a little. It's still trading about 200 million a day. That's very healthy for a new launch, don't get me wrong. And it's sort of like, even with GBTC. So I think you've got BITO and GBTC now fighting for the volume. That said, 1.2 billion it's sort of plateaued in assets. So it's been at that asset level for about a week. Up in Canada, when you guys launched yours, there was a little more of a steady trickle of inflows, although 50 million has come in the past 2 days. So what's the bottom takeaway here is this is a huge hit for the people waiting for it and traders. Those volume numbers are ridiculous for a new ETF. And trading at a penny spread, or actually 0.01%, if you want to put the trading cost in percentage terms, you can trade Bitcoin now for 1 basis point. I would compare that to any exchange, the crypto exchange out there. I bet it's cheaper. And so the volume to me is not a shocker. What we are curious of is whether advisors, as you said earlier, have enough career risk or pressure that they'll actually hold their nose and buy this ETF and just deal with the roll costs as a sort of necessary evil to get exposure. We don't quite know the answer to that yet, but that's my takeaway of where we're at right now with BITO and how it went.